We got to end talking about that, bro.
Funny Marco?
I didn't put that on there, did I?
That's what I forgot.
That's what we got to end talking
about. No, we can introduce that now. Talking about
come on. We
go to put
please,
Orlando Brown. Funny
that
Marco.
was funny.
Oh my god.
That's what I
don't know if that shit was scripted, but that was some of the.
Let me start by saying I'm actually
what?
Orlando Brown, funny.
You see that shit?
Orlando Brown interview.
Funny Marco.
Oh, the one where he was like,
Bow Wow.
Got some of the best pussy.
Bow Wow shit.
Guys, come on.
I'm gonna just say, bro.
On to the next podcast. Orlando Brown was on it was a
topic.
Funny Marco has.
We switching topics. So Orlando Brown.
He don't get it, Eric. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead.
Orlando Brown was on the Funny Marco podcast being interviewed. And his podcast is basically like. It's like a prank podcast, but it's like it's very interesting. So he was on there interviewing Orlando Brown, and Orlando Brown said that Bow Wow got some of the best pussy. And
bomb pussy.
We gonna have to get a bomb pussy. We can't be saying that.
Bow Wow had bomb pussy. That's between him and going on.
Bro, we cannot. I don't want to.
But okay, I got a question to my Jordan heads. You know what I'm saying?
That was fake.
No. Okay. I saw that.
That wasn't no fake. Those were teams. Those were Team J's.
Those were teams.
Okay.
Those Team J's look like 11s, bro. They wasn't real 11s. I was examining the fuck out them. You know which ones I'm talking about too.
I thought about you. I said, bro, I want to call you.
Yeah, I know.
I seen somebody with the bone before.
I had to ask somebody.
So anyway, I believe that anything this nigga says is bullshit because
but let me paint the narrative real quick because in Orlando Brown defense. He was actually trying to be normal a little bit in his interview. And Funny Marco was just baiting the fuck out on him. Like, it was so good. It was so good because
that's his stance.
Yeah, you know, the way he was setting them up, it was like Orlando Brown was trying to be normal. Exactly. But it's like...
He was like, no, I feel like he was like, you going to try to be funny?
Yeah,
fuck
okay,
that shit,
yeah. You want to do that?
Today,
I'm going to play into it with you. I got you.
That's why I was like, when I heard him say that, I was like, okay, this is just Orlando Brown saying some stupid shit because... He does that. He did the whole shit.
I was about to say, because he know everybody can be like, is this nigga okay? Or they going to start talking about him, pretty much.
But he always been like that.
Like, even if you listen to his music, like, he just be saying wild shit.
But he low-key, he be going hard.
Okay, all right, let's relax now.
All right, stop for real. But what's funny to me about this whole situation, but what's funny to me about this whole situation is that interview was like 23 minutes, and like, that's the thing everybody took away from it. Like, it was so much other funny other shit. Yes, bro. I watched the whole. Like no cap. I watched that whole twice, bro. Like, I really watched the interview twice because it was really so funny for it. And I'm just like, he literally just slide in Bow Wow name for like 30 seconds, and then that's
the biggest thing.
Exactly.
But they show on his tattoos, they don't look like that's so Raven.
He said Raven was a jet with me.
All that shows me is that the nigga is not relevant at all.
Bro, I'm sorry.
You did a whole interview, and the only thing niggas care about is the fact that you said something about Bow Wow.
Bro, the funniest thing I heard on the interview, bro, when they told the nigga he had a lifetime with Disney, and he said we did the commercial with. He said that's when he signed it.
That's the contract right there.
Hey, that shit was stupid, bro. I was like, why is he playing with me?
You want to be my best friend in my new show? Nigga said, what show? He said the Orlando Brown show. And he said, who was that?
What he called that nigga,
he said, what's coming out on Tubi?
He said, so coming on Disney, huh? He said, nah, I don't want to.
Bro, I'm here with celebrity.
They coming on. Who the fuck is that? They coming on 106 in Park.
Bro, that.
He was there. Funny Marco was on there doing his job, bro.
His podcast is really like very interesting.
I watched the one with Jada Waiter today. Yeah, that was kind of fun. It wasn't as funny as the other one, but it was.
That's the one with Rich Homie Quan.
I ain't seen that one.
Shout out to our new subscriber.
Yeah, shout out, man. Love.
Shout out. Respect.
Much
shout
love
out to y'all, bro.
But what do you do to flip the script?
Oh.
What do you do now on the opposite party? Like, what do you do as Bow Wow when there's a rumor going around?
You don't say shit.
You don't say shit.
He already did.
You don't say
Thank you. Okay, now you said that. Hold on.
He fucked up.
Okay. Because he did, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But he came out and spoke, and I feel like that made him look worse.
Yes.
That's such a wild accusation that I wouldn't even give no energy.
You only got two options. You either go fight this nigga.
No, not even that. You ignore this nigga.
I think you ignore it, bro, because
that's what I'm saying. You either fight this nigga or you ignore that.
Yeah, Brian's right. You have two options because this nigga's talking about fucking you in the ass.
Exactly, bro.
So you either fight this nigga or you ignore him completely.
You wasn't just talking about he got a pussy. You talking about I fucked this nigga and I felt that shit.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Bro,
he said
he was. Your ass. You got me fucked up.
He was saying it like that.
You got me fucked up, bro.
He had a good time.
And then you made him look like the bitch because you got fucked.
You either ignore him completely or you beat the nigga ass. Those are your
It was like
options.
it was so random. he was like, you got beef with Bow Wow? He's like, no, I love Bow Wow. He's like, what you got against Bow Wow? He was like, nothing, man. I love Bow Wow. He's like, Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy.
When I heard,
he said it so casually.
Instantly, I was like, he said that?
It's like, hold on,
That's
what?
disgusting.
He got what?
I really want to know, like,
he meant Lil Mama.
What going in his mind?
I take it back.
No, because he wasn't that dude. He said, bro, you was this to this.
Yeah, you
That shit had me done, bro.
That is crazy. Because you got to think about this interview and what was the other one on Vlad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Vlad.
Like, about the rescue.
What is Vlad?
He is messed up.
No, that nigga was on drugs, like for real. But he did get clean.
He did get clean.
I feel like this was more trolling.
Dirty.
That was more trolling than he was.
One at a time. I do feel like he was trolling on this one. Like,
he had to
this is one of the cleanest moments he's been. We've seen him on TV in recent history. Like, he actually looked kind of good here. You know what I mean? Like,
you know how I knew Airrick? Because I knew he was
healthy.
He's so childish.
He knew he was bullshit.
Yeah. So that's why I said, like me and Brian said at the beginning, he kind of just played along into it. And I low-key feel like, I'm going to go out on a stretch. I low-key feel like if Orlando Brown did have a show with him just being himself, it probably would be funny.
Comedy Central?
Like him doing weird shit like that. Like, I think that shit would actually be funny.
But see, that's the thing. Like you said, if that's not really him, again, he's just... Like, he put himself in a hole with the whole shit that he was doing before with the drugs and shit, because he became viral off of stupid ass shit like a lot of people do, and then you get yourself clean, and now you're not doing the stupid shit no more, so nobody fucks with you anymore. Like,
that last shit was funny.
I got a hot take though. This might sound crazy, but hear me out. Okay, he said something about a couple shows. Honestly, I think if he was to get on a couple of them shows like Power, or let's just say what's the other show?
If he was on Empire back then,
and he did like a serious role, honestly, that would honestly help his career. I think that would.
Agree.
If he really did it, he did a crackhead.
And he low key had a good point. He low key had a good point. You gotta hold. I mean, you ain't gotta hold him because I mean it's your own business. Do what the fuck you want to, but. Nick Cannon low key could have gave that man a shout out. You know what I mean? Like, he low key could have put
been funny on Wild
him on Wild 'Em Out. You know what I'm saying? To help him out. Like, why?
That's a good take.
He said that.
Honestly,
he said that.
I didn't hear that part, but I never thought of that.
He said that he was like, he's like, why Nick Cannon didn't put me on Wild 'Em Out? You know what I'm saying? Why he did?
Well, I think like Wild 'Em Out, you gotta be really. You gotta be able to do.
And I agree, bro, but that would have held him accountable.
You can't just go up there and
you
just
hear
say.
the Scabby the Beef shit? That should have been funny.
Just go up there and say anything. You gotta
real
actually.
Life, that nigga is extremely talented.
There's niggas on Wildin' Out that are whack as fuck.
He plays instruments. He has a lot of talent. He can rap.
He's definitely, to me, he definitely is Wild 'N Out material. Like, he could get on there and
he's
shine.
definitely wild.
He'd be funnier than DC. I'm on some real shit.
And you know he's gonna show out.
The best one was Cisco.
What he need to do is the only way he could turn it around is if he just started taking himself 110%.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But the moment, like even you said, bro, the whole interview went, and the only thing people stuck on was that shit. The moment he said that, he fucked it up for him. Like, no one's gonna take you seriously if you keep doing the shit like that.
Yeah.
Duck off. If you want to act, go get you a nice role where niggas will take you seriously, where you look like you actually trying.
He could actually be in a comedy and still be serious.
It's like
Hollywood a real thing, so it's.
I think he could do it, bro, because you already talking about years of childhood experience. So no, he don't have it as an adult.
Eric. If Hollywood is a real thing, they will. They know. They're not putting him back in Hollywood.
That's why I'm saying no. If you have people that have power,
real shit.
Okay, Tyler Perry can bring it back in if
he wanted to.
Tyler Perry has his own independent situation. No, he has his own independent situation.
Tyler Perry could bring
it back. About Hollywood, like even if it was just a he'll never be an A-list actor.
Hollywood will blacklist you. They do a lot of things like that.
Somebody's powerful enough in that industry.
But that was my point, though. Like, you have to, in order to get back into that shit, you gotta quit all the bullshit.
Exactly.
And you gotta take yourself 100% seriously, and you gotta like take it one step at a time, because it's gonna take a while.
If
you'll do one movie and it's all right, you do another one, and then eventually
the small role.
I would say if he got cool with Raven again, he could be back on the show. Raven's home, like the white girl, not the white girl, but Chelsea
Bowman.
She ain't been gone for a minute.
Well, he fucked up in other ways. He had other shit. I mean, he was a
in real life.
He was a wild living human being.
Orlando Brown was some Shia LaBeouf shit. What happened to Shia LaBeouf?
Shit,
he him too.
He wasn't even canceled before. He wasn't even canceled before he.
No, he canceled himself. I feel like on purpose.